2, and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the guild on Airy Peak Convert to Raid. With you as always is Salmisis the Shaman, Belschnickel the Priest,
and Cuddles the Brewmaster.
It's about to get real.
And welcome to episode 85 of the Converted Podcast, the podcast for the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak, US. Today is July 11th. Remember, guys, if you're on the West Coast, it is Slurpee Day. You still have time to go get your flea.
Words.
We would like to thank you for tuning into our show. I am Cuddles, and with me this evening is Salmisis and this other guy that I don't. Who? Is it the return of Belschnickel?
Ooh, dude. Back up in it, man. The Converted crew. Dude, you guys look good, man. I'm so glad to be back with you guys. You guys, dude, you got me hyped, man. You got me hyped. I'm feeling good.
In this episode, we have Belschnickel. It's time to get ready for that new expansion, guys. We got like 6 weeks. The personalities of Your WoW Money are here with gold-making tips for Legion. Turarts is here with guild hacks, and the well-played Kickstarter was fully funded, including stretch goals, just 1 hour ago with 30 seconds to spare.
Yep. Hey,
That's what
everybody.
you got tonight.
Bell, how you doing?
Dude, man, I'm doing good. Man, I haven't been on the show like in 2 months.
I know.
Which is crazy. But it's going good, man. I've been back in Florida for about a week, back at work, back in my normal life, I guess you could call that. But, man, it was a good time. Dude, I had an awesome time out there. I'm sorry I had no videos for you guys. Dude, like, okay, check it, right? No. Like, I wasn't perpetrating when I said I want to do some videos, but I was so busy this round, it was crazy. I was taking 2 acting classes and working. So it was like, when I had downtime, it was like a little D3, a little Overwatch, and it was sleep. So... But man, dude, I had such a good time, learned a lot of stuff, and it's good to be back, but man, what a ride that was. I can't wait to go back, and my next adventure is going to be very extended.
Ooh.
That's a teaser. So we'll see, but I had a good time. It was so good. More to talk about, but it has nothing to do with converted stuff, so I can talk to you guys about acting kind of stuff after the show or later or whatever, but it was good. It was really good.
I'm just so proud, like... I'm really happy that everything went so well for you.
It was good, man. Like if I had scripted how I wanted this trip to go and how I wanted the classes to turn out and what I wanted to learn and experience, it would have been what happened. So it was good. It was so good. And I just can't wait for more. I felt good doing what I was doing. So
right on.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. Okay, so there's been a ton of people, like a good, like, big handful of people hit me up, texting me, email me, pinging me on the BattleNet, going, why, what's going on? Is your show on hiatus or whatever? And like, why wasn't there a show? And I'm like, whoa, we took July 4th off. All right,
what
like,
episode? Yeah.
Sorry, brah.
It was a 3-week gap, right? Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of a 2-week gap, it was a 3-week gap. So it's not like we even like skipped 2 weeks. We just we just like postponed it, and we even said we were gonna do it at the end of last episode. But I guess more people are listening than I know, because they miss us, and I know they miss you, Belschnickel. We're really happy to have you back.
Yeah.
I missed you guys. I listened to all the shows too. Like I was still all up in it. I just couldn't. Like the time zone thing is so crazy out there.
Oh, it
I'm
is.
Like, maybe I'll make the show and get in the chat room. No, like you guys are doing the show, and I'm on the 405 in traffic. You know what I mean? Like coming back from work or from class or whatever. So, but man, yeah. No, I missed you guys, man. The chat room. You guys are awesome.
The 1 to the 10 to the 405.
Yo,
because I'm in California.
Yo.
That's all I do is talk about traffic.
No. But see, the thing about it is though. Is the traffic in California is a real thing. Like, first of all, nobody's ever on time anywhere unless you leave like 2 hours early. So what I would do is I'd have classic at 7. I was like 7 miles away. I'd leave like at 5:30. I mean, just to not be late, But no, the traffic is a real deal. It's a real thing. I paid for parking. Like I spent over like $200 in parking in 6 weeks that I was out there. Like my cousin, where he lives, it's only on-street parking, right? So if you're not home by like 6, like if you have a life, and you're not home by like 6 at night, you're not finding a parking spot. You're driving around in circles for like half an hour, 45 minutes. Well, there's a parking garage that's about 2 blocks from his house, and I would park there. I'd pay to park there if I had to. And I mean, that's like $7 today, $7 tomorrow, $7, and then valet parking at different places. Dude, it's crazy, man. Like having a car there is nice, but it's crazy. It's expensive.
Yeah.
But,
Well, you can't.
California.
And LA isn't a town that you can't not like. It's not like New York, where
No,
you have the
not like
option of not having a car.
no,
I haven't
Like,
driven a
no.
car in like 10 years. Yeah.
no. In LA, it's either Uber or you have your own car. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, but over this past like weekend, I can say that the streets of Brooklyn have a few less Pokemon terrorizing the populace. I'm responsible for that, and there you go. Yeah, the Pokemon is real.
I just hold on. Real talk. Let's not use the words Brooklyn, terror, and because of me in a sentence because somebody from the NSA just picked that up, and now somebody's listening to us.
Our show got flagged.
Hey, Jeff in the basement in San Antonio. We're talking about Pokemon, bro. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, the other thing that happened to me is that I decided and planned to do a Mythic Plus team. You know, it just popped into my head that because Mythic Plus in Legion. First of all, Legion is coming out in like 6 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks, something like that. Like expansion is like here, like we're about to pre-patch. Like we need to actually start getting ready for it. So, I was thinking like do a raid team, and then Mythic Plus. You know, from the way that they describe Mythic Plus, it sounds to me kind of like what they're doing in Diablo with Greater Rifts. How it gets more difficult. You know, as you go, and that sounds really awesome to me, and I really love Greater
I'm
Rifts.
a little bit out of the loop here. Maybe you could kind of fill us in. What the heck is Mythic Plus?
Well, it's Mythic Dungeons, okay?
Right. Yeah.
And then
like
like
the raids, Mythic rating.
yeah, so like
Okay.
super hard, right?
Yeah.
And just like Greater Rifts in Diablo 3. Well, maybe I should explain what Greater Rifts are. So you get to a level, right? And you like you beat it, and you're like, oh, I can do a little bit harder. You knock it up harder. Oh, I can do a little bit harder. You knock it up harder. And really, I don't even think that there's a limit to how high you can go.
Yeah. The Greater
Yeah.
Rifts. Yeah.
Right, and that's kind of like I'm probably getting like the details wrong, but that's kind of like what we're looking at.
So the gears gonna scale too, like the loot. And
Listen, let's not get too technical about
Okay.
my knowledge of this right now.
Okay.
But
Okay,
no,
so-
go ahead.
Okay, so it's going to the way that they do it because the Greater Rifts, like baddies start hitting harder and harder, right? And that's kind of the mechanic that makes it more difficult. So what they're going to do with the Mythic Plus dungeons is it's not going to necessarily be that things hit harder. There's going to be like additional mechanics,
Okay.
i.e., you can get, and I'm not entirely clear on it, but I'll give you like the TLDR. Is there's things like there's a trait called teaming that can pop, and that just means there's going to be trash everywhere. And then there's a trait where they hit you and it gives you a healing debuff and also a dot of damage.
Dang.
Like it's some of this stuff sounds like legit. Like this may be the new. There's still going to be world's first, but I think there's going to be some legit competition in leveling Mythic Plus to a certain point.
But this is harder than Mythic. Or
Harder-
no?
It
Dungeons.
has the potential to be.
Okay, because
Dungeons,
people were having an
yes.
issue with
Dungeons.
Mythic rating, like it was like, oh, it was too hard or whatever.
Okay,
Like, or
so
that's
this
still
is
not a thing.
this is going to be dungeons.
Oh, these are 5-mans.
Dungeons,
Yes.
5 man.
Oh no! Why are you getting me hype about WoW right now?
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be 5-man content that is going to
Okay.
progressively and possibly randomly get harder. I don't
I'm
know.
thinking raids.
No, bro. This
Oh,
is
no.
5-man content. So like Sal said, she texted me the other day. I ignored her for 3 days, so she found somebody else. But she texted me and asked. She's like, "Yo, you wanna come tank the Mythic dungeon, like the Mythic Plus dungeons?" I'm like, "Yeah, no."
Wow.
Yeah, so I was
Okay.
talking about it with Dr. Pope, who's actually like in the chat room right now. And I'm like, I was thinking, I was kind of thinking Mythic Plus. And he's like, well, let's do it. I'm like, well, and then I was on a train actually. I was because I've been traveling around. I was on vacation for 2 weeks, and I was on a train. I was like, screw it, let's just make a team. I'm like, hey, Pope, let's do this. And then I got a hold of some more people. So my idea is kind of that I'll okay, so rating takes up a lot of time. I know that this is going to take up time too. I expect it to. But I kind of think that maybe the research time might go down. The weekly research time might go down.
Okay.
From rating. I might be wrong. Also, it's 5 people instead of 20 people.
It's easy to coordinate.
Easier to
Sure.
coordinate.
Yeah.
And between
yeah.
like 5 people, I'm like, oh, if one person's going to be out, like, we've even got it like planned. Like we've got Dr. Pope's going to be our healer, right? But then like, Deadgreed actually is going to be DPS but can heal. He's going to go Ellie Shammy. And the big news for me is that I'm not going to be Ellie Shammy
Well,
this time around. I'm learning Enhance. So I can, and I've never played Enhance ever before. And I kind of tweeted it out, and awesome Eric Nelson on Twitter, who's a guildie, gave me this link to this, really was Google Doc, kind of a website type thing, that talks about like all the stuff that's been going on, like it's totally updated about what's been going on with Enhance. Like I'll be checking it, like talk about talents and stuff, and I've just been learning Enhance. So
Sal, man, you got me hyped, man. Look at that smile on Sal's face right now. Like that's like unbridled joy, man. That's serious.
For WoW.
Yo, you're getting me hype, yo. Because I was kind of like, been playing a lot of other stuff, but now I'm like, wait, this is like 5-man rating right here.
right, and I'm thinking like it's gonna be hard. Okay, it's gonna be hard, but I'm also hoping that it's gonna be a little bit less of a time, thing. I don't
Right,
want
like
to say sink because I've
like
always
an hour and a half
It
or
doesn't have to
maybe
be
a
like 4 hours, 3
Right.
times a week.
right, and I'm sure that I'll be watching videos about bosses and things like that, just like it would be with rating. But like it won't be the same. I'm hoping it's not going to be as much. So I mean, it might end up being more. I don't know. But so that's what I'm going to do. I've got a team, and I got Greed involved immediately. And because he's the one that does like Greater Rifts with me, and yeah, and now like I totally have a team.
That's good.
So.
man. No.
Yeah. I know I've been talking a long time. And the biggest news for me is I'm going to be Enhance with Ellie off spec.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Well, and I'd like to point something out, something that I think is kind of meaningful. 6 weeks out of Legion, you guys might have seen our excitement level with WoW here lately, and everyone's excitement level with WoW. Do you see the smiles on these faces above me about Mythic Plus Dungeons?
No,
Like,
got
do
me
you
hyped for a
see
minute.
this?
Yeah, the hypeness is real. Because I had no idea this was even there. Like I've been out of it totally.
Bro, get in.
Yo, I'm
Head
back
first.
in. At least I got like at least like my one foot like in, But I'm wow, that's more than it was
well,
20 minutes.
just imagine like as a healer, you're going to be really valuable, right?
Yeah.
You're like, hey, like I want to do some stuff. I want to do some stuff that's pretty hard. I bet I can like do every I don't know if I like
Because that's
every
the thing for me,
Tuesday
like, I need
2
something
hours.
to kind of get in for like an hour and a half, and then be out. You know what I mean? And maybe come back like in an hour, and then get back in for a little bit. For me, the issue has been like the 3-hour commitment. Even if it's just once a week, it's just a big block. You know what I mean? Like now I play a little Overwatch, dibble dabble, Heroes, whatever, Diablo, anything. It's like quick. Like
You also have small kids, though. I mean, that's that's part of the deal.
yeah.
Me, I'm just myself.
No, you do what you want. I mean, you're living like, shoot. You come home, it's all about you.
That's
good.
So I'm happy, and we'll see. Maybe when the next tier rating comes, I'll be like, hey, I want to raid instead, but I'll still be all geared up and stuff.
Is that how you're gonna do it? Like with the
I
arms?
want to raid
Okay.
instead.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah. So I've talked for a long time, and we haven't even like talked to Cuddles yet.
Cuddles, man. Cuddles.
So, I am going to be getting back into WoW this week. Like I'm really pumped. I am as pumped. I had a chat with Pasha last night on my show about Legion.
Don't you just
and
love Pasha? Oh my god.
I want to take Pasha and shrink her down and put her in my pocket and then go to parties and take her out and show her to people and be like, look how cute this is.
Well,
Also,
she's like
I
a
have an
really
It's like a
badass
fleshy doll.
bear tank. Like she's
Oh no,
like,
she's
not to be trifled
so
with.
much better at video games than I ever will be. And her man, Paxton, I like have serious legit beard envy. That man has a perfect beard. It's incredible. I want to stroke it. I want to lay down with it, like have meals with it. It's incredible.
Meals.
We went to a place. We went to a place that's not me talking about video games. So I've been doing this really fun thing in the mornings and playing like story games. So I just got done with Life is Strange.
Oh,
I just
okay.
got done with Kentucky Route, like all these games with feels. Like I cried.
Like legit cry or like ugly cry or what?
No, like legit cried at Life is
Wow.
Strange. Like
That's deep.
I want to say that game was the most impactful emotional experience I've ever had with like a piece of entertainment.
That's what I've heard.
It was insane.
Wow.
And I've taken that step back from WoW. You know, we all say it. Like, hey, if you're getting sick of WoW, if you're getting frustrated, take a step back. Like, step away. I took that step back, and now I'm getting hyped. I've been watching my raid team's Discord. Like, I'm ready to get back into this. The hype train is real.
Yeah, like it took a break. I haven't even subbed. Okay. To be honest,
I'm
I've
still
I've been playing the beta. I have been. Okay.
Okay.
But like I've been I've been like Diablo. Heck, this past weekend I spent like 6 hours walking around Brooklyn. Catching Pokemon. Like
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
I got a little pokey burn on my shoulders. I didn't need sunblock that day, but
Should see a doctor for
burn,
that.
really? Is that like a? Did you just make that up, or is that like a thing? Pokey burn?
I made it up. Trademark sound.
Wow.
If
You
you-
heard it here first. Pokey burn.
If you've been doing
Gosh.
things with your Pokemon that have caused a
Pokemon.
rash,
I've got
you
Pokemon.
should see a doctor.
Wow.
That is not where I was going with that.
Oh, that was exactly where I was going. No,
I got a quick side story about the Pokemon thing. Like, I didn't know what was going down for real, like what this was all about. So I'm going into my office on Sunday to bring some stuff and drop some stuff off, and there's nobody in the parking lot. Like, it's a Sunday, no one's there. So I'm getting out of my car, I'm walking in, and there's like this 65-year-old lady, maybe 70, walking like legit towards my car with her head down. Like, I'm like, I wonder if she's gonna walk into my car. So I'm standing there by the trunk getting some stuff out, and she's just looking at her phone, walking towards me. She looks up, she's like, oh, hello, whatever. And I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? She says, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just looking for my Pokemon. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what in the world? So then she actually showed me her phone, and I saw the little thing, and it had like a little GPS thing going on, and that's who actually told me what this thing even was. This like
An old
70-year-old lady. So yeah, this is like a thing. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm tempted. I'm not gonna lie, I'm
It's a
tempted.
game.
no,
It's-
do it.
It is. You know what it is? It's the thinly veiled fitness app.
It gets
You-
you outside.
Well, not only that, there's egg incubators that rewards you for the amount of
have to
kilometers
walk.
that you've walked.
Yeah, you have to walk a certain
Like,
distance.
get cut playing video games now. Like, get ripped.
Well, I mean, you walk a
It's
lot.
like-
Like I don't know how it works if someone's in a car. Like Kick Tripod was.
you need to
on
stay.
the street talking about being in a car.
Yeah, you need to
I don't
stay
think it-
under 10 miles an hour. Not that I would know, or not that I was driving around my neighborhood
Dude.
looking for Pokemons.
Oh man.
Just saying.
Okay, a Pokemon is its own plural, by the way. Like one Pokemon, two Pokemon. So I saw someone on Twitter that
Pokemons.
it has one of those like vacuum cleaner things, one of those like circular vacuum cleaner that drives around the house by
yeah.
A
itself.
Roomba.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one.
Uh-huh.
They're
And she
awesome.
put her iPhone on that, and she got her kilometers.
Oh, man.
I've seen
Incubated
people
her
with
eggs that way.
drones.
Game
I've
is-
seen people with drones, and they put their cell phone on the drone with a GoPro on it, and then have their computer up viewing the GoPro feed, and they fly their drone around the neighborhood
Dude, that's
and
too
catch
far, man.
Pokemon.
No, because then what happens when you lose your phone and your drone?
Ooh,
Then you got real
that's rough.
problems.
That's rough though. So guys, a couple little like high points with Pokemon. first and foremost, it is done in like 24 to 48 hours. What our government has failed to do in 20 years, and that's get us outside and exercising.
I was just saying, get into all of our phones.
Oh well, there's that. There's some crazy stuff in their like agreement that people are getting crazy about. But no, their Nintendo stock is higher than it's been since 1993. As far as I know, they actually just passed Twitter.
Wow.
Pokemon Go has more active users than Twitter right now.
I think it was on Android. There's more internet usage. No, it's approaching Twitter for internet usage, like per day, not or per hour or whatever it goes. So it's not like users.
I saw
it's
active
like
users.
Because I saw like a chart,
That's crazy.
Okay.
lines on it.
I don't know. Fact check us. Call us wrong.
Listen,
Send an email to sal@convertedpodcast.com.
That's not an email address.
Exactly. We'll never get them.
They'll never get it.
Send it anyway.
Tasia in the chat room has said that they're 18, level 18, and I'm like, I'm not even level 8 yet. I'm like really trying. I can't get the app to like work enough
Yeah.
to get that. But you know what? Like we're supposed to be like a world.
Oh, we have guests?
And we have guests.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
30 minutes deep.
Guys, guess what? My friends, our listeners, Sal, Bell. I'm not going to get that right. We have a very special treat. We're going to bring on some absolutely amazing guests tonight for you. We have both members of Your Wow Money. That means we have not just Joseph Brums III, but we also have your boy
Deadgreed.
Oh,
Dude, about to get rich.
Oh, it's a return of the Deadgreed.
hold on. We're gonna hang up on him. We gotta add him in the right order. My B, people.
Do it right, baby. Do it right.
Bear with me. Here we go.
10% of podcasts are people talking about Skype. Actual.
Is that high?
I think it's way more than that. I think it is way more than people just like randomly not getting Skype right.
I hear somebody.
Hang on.
Oh, I hear Joe.
I hear Joe Brums.
And I hear Deadgreed.
All right.
Deadgreed just woke up.
So guys, if you do not know these two folks, we have Deadgreed up above us and also Joe Brums, aka the Kerosene Kid, or actually the artist formerly known as the Kerosene Kid.
Exactly.
Both parts of Your Wow Money podcast. These are the folks that you go to if you want to make money in WoW. So, guys, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Look.
It's good to be back here. After Cuddles took over.
Did y'all see that?
Those of you guys not watching the live feed or on YouTube, Deadgreed is just getting drank.
I'm not getting.
He's been being dragged.
Welcome to Convert to Raid.
Yes.
Oh, is that? Hey, check out that is a beautiful thing right there, sir.
It's a
Is
beer.
that a nice Hefeweizen?
That is a Hefeweizen from Germany. That is, you don't even want to know, brother.
Oh, could we all have family that lives in Germany and can send us beautiful gifts? All you do is brag, honey.
Oh, all I do is win, win, win.
I personally am really happy to have both of you on
Yeah.
today. I haven't talked to you in a while, Joe. I do talk to Greed a lot, unfortunately.
Zing.
But it's definitely nice to hear your voice, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We just came back from our own hiatus ourselves. About a good couple of months, because once Deadgreed left, Hava had her own issues, and we just kind of went away for a while. So, but fortunately, a certain Q&A session happened, so that kind of brought us back with a new host to the podcast, name of Shin, and things are starting to pick up steam again. So, speaking.
Hey, for real
So,
though, I
no.
want to give a shout out to Shin. That was an awesome show. He did a really, really good job. For real, that was great.
Yes. Yes.
Now, Joe, have you been playing the whole time, man, or you been playing some other stuff? Like, you've been deep in WoW, or what have you been up to, man?
I've been checking the auction house during WoW, but that's about it.
Okay. So you're still getting rich, though. You're still doing the money thing.
Losing money on the auction house.
Whoa, what's going on, man? Wait. What's happening here?
It's more of the transmog market.
Okay.
We'll get to that here pretty soon.
Okay.
Instead of that, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch,
Yeah.
which is pretty boss right now.
Yeah. You know what's up.
Oh, I know what's up. Getting a lot of friends. We're doing some AI, doing some custom, or not some custom, but the competitive.
Yeah.
Which is insane. I'm not ranked on that yet, by the way. No. And did somebody say something about Life is Strange?
Yeah, Cuddles played
Me.
That's when Cuddles was crying a
Yeah.
lot.
It is a very emotional game, and I did.
Did you cry too?
No.
You got close though.
But I saw Cuddles stream, and that got me to playing it, and I took the opposite side of what Cuddles did in the end, which is very, very heartbreaking.
Dang, you guys are getting like, this is serious stuff, man. I mean, like, people are getting emotional, man. Like,
Oh,
man.
It's a
All
good though. It's a good game though, and really people should play it. You just got to be prepared. So I'm not getting to too much of it because Cuddles knows one ending and I know of the other.
yeah, I don't know the other ending. Don't
Game
spoil
called
that
again,
for
man?
me.
Like, what's this game called for real? Like,
Life is Strange.
Life is
It's-
Strange.
Yeah, it's up on Steam right now.
I'm actually gonna write it down. Like, not
Yeah,
that I'm in the mood for a good cry or anything, but still,
No, like this game, not to totally derail us, but this game, it's
Too late.
it is like it's one of the most emotional things that I can't even go play it. Like
No,
go
but,
play it.
like, I literally
Unless
wrote
you
it down.
don't like fun. If you don't like fun, don't play it. If you enjoy fun, because it's an emotional roller coaster. It's a style of video game that even if it's not your thing, you need to experience this.
Okay.
Well,
Man, no, I'm seriously gonna like look into it for real. Like, I have all this extra time, so no, I am gonna at least I am gonna at least look into it.
Well, it's not football season yet, so
Dude, speaking of, don't even get me started, bro. The fantasy prep already started. We got
No
fantasy.
way.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, July 1st every year for the last like 8.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. And Tim Duncan just retired. What are you going to do
did.
now?
No, that's basketball, bro.
Yeah,
Come
that
on,
was-
man. Really?
It's fine.
This
Come
is a
on.
joke.
Oh,
Also,
No,
I have
hope
to-
it was a joke.
I have to say, Pokemon Go just came out, and then Tim Duncan retires. I'm just saying, he realized what was important in life.
He knows what's
He's
up.
going to chase that dream.
Yes, he is.
So why don't we go ahead and jump in to since we're beating around all the bushes. Why don't we just go ahead and dive right in, get down to brass tacks. The expansion comes out in 6 weeks. How are we making money?
Well, first off, Deadgreed, what's coming here in about maybe 3 weeks or so?
Pre-patch. Whoop.
Whoop.
Patch, which includes the appearance.
Transmog. Go
Tra-
get your good looking on. Unless you're me, I'm already there.
Debatable.
Beer,
Very.
drinking a beer, but that's what's coming. So,
Okay.
and by the way, the crates will be nerfed at that same time.
You better open your crates now.
Mm-hmm.
What crates?
Big salvage crates from the
Oh,
gears.
oh, yeah.
Salvage
You better
crates.
you better open them now. If you're not opening them now, you better get to it, because what's in the crate ain't gonna be what's in the crate after 7.0.
They're gonna go up in the
It's
crate
nerfed.
and change the crate. You can't change the crate.
It's true. You're not gonna get what you could have gotten.
Okay.
They're receiving a huge nerf. So open your crates now.
Yeah, they're talking about, from what I've seen, and not to talk about your guys' area of expertise, but stuff that has been worth gold being worth silver or possibly less.
Right.
Yikes.
That's why we're saying open the crates now.
Right. Okay, so 3 weeks pre-patch
Listening to
hits.
this episode, you should probably turn around, go home,
Open the
and
crates.
go and open your crates.
Open the
That's how
crate.
important this is.
Crates.
So pre-patch hits, and then we're talking about transmog. Now, how is transmog going to affect the AH? I understand the changes. The changes, everything like you don't have to put it in your bank anymore. You can vendor it all now. But how does that affect the AH?
What do you say, Dick? Well, I'll leave that.
I have plans for all my transmog. I've got my TSM set up, and I'm just ready to push the button as soon as the appearance tab comes, because there's gonna be so many people buying transmog looks. Ooh, I'm gonna light it on fire.
You think people are gonna buy more now?
Oh yeah, a ton. I mean,
transmog's is not always been a thing, obviously, but it's been a thing for a long time, and people obviously buy stuff on the AH. But why would it be like any more?
During Warlords, transmog really took a huge hit, like a lot of the professions. Well, it's not a profession, but you know what I mean.
It's not a profession.
It's not a profession, but all the professions took a huge. A lot of the ways that we used to make money took a huge hit. To include transmog so bad, they had transmog so messed up that I don't even sell transmog. I haven't sold transmog in months, and so I have this huge back stock, and I'm just waiting for the transmog system to come, because basically in case y'all don't know, in case you haven't seen it, I've seen it because I'm on the beta, but it's basically something pretty similar to the Diablo transmog system. If you got it, you got it. You can just put it on. It's pretty sweet.
And really, that's kind of the thing here too, because when you're talking about pressing the button, we're talking about timing. Because once that appearance tab shows up, it's going to be the market on fire right now. And really, I think about when they make the announcement of when that patch comes, that market's going to start picking up.
Oh yeah.
It may not be true, but that market, I think, will start picking up. So
what should people be doing right now to make plans to get rich, man? How do we benefit from this right now? Like, what do we do?
Open your crates.
That's it. Open the crates. That's it. Like, that's the whole thing. Get rich. Just open your crates, and you're gonna get rich.
Well, I would say, if you wanna go start doing all your transmog runs.
Okay.
Bunch of Firelands, bunch of ICC, bunch of old world stuff, AQ40.
Okay.
Get in there, get your transmogs ready. Don't sell them yet. Wait until the transmog system comes in, then sell them, because that's when the prices can go up on all these looks for all these transmogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting though, because the Diablo transmog thing is pretty smooth, pretty nice.
Oh yeah, trust me.
I like how it's set up.
I'm in the beta, and I've been looking at the system. It's really, really sweet. It's they really hit a home run on that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we get the pre-patch, and then a few weeks later, expansion is live. What is the main thing that's gonna be like selling? What's the big like money maker?
Well, in my opinion, of course, they're bringing the JC back. JC, Enchanting, Inscription. Inscription is gonna be. Oh my God, Inscription is going to be on fire, because they are selling raid buffs. Nice. Like you can, like if you can't be, if you're having trouble with killing a boss, you can buy a buff from an Inscriptionist,
and it'll make things easier.
Yeah, that'll make it easier to kill the boss. Then that is good, especially when the race takes off, the world first race. Oh my God, that Inscription is going to be, ooh, wow. The gems are back. Prospecting ores back from JC. All the professions really is oh my God, I'm in love with the professions again. The professions has just been, they took a huge hit in Warlords, and I wasn't a fan of what they done with the garrison stuff, of course. So yay, all the profession quests are so cool. I've been doing that stuff on the beta. It's for real, a lot of fun, and they're bringing back a crafting in a major way. You're going to be able to sell your stuff again, and it's going to be awesome.
So if we're looking to make money next the expansion, the Inscription should be your thing.
Inscription. Everyone thought Inscription was going to be dead,
well, okay.
And now it's not.
No, well, I mean they're taking glyphs away, but that's not important. Major glyphs are gone. You'll have minor glyphs, but that's not even a thing. I mean, you'll make money off minor glyphs, I think, but I think the thing you're really going to make money off of is going to be the I don't know what the hell they're called, but I keep calling them the raid buffs, whatever you call them.
Right.
The raid boss buffs, whatever you call them.
My favorite minor glyph is the one that turns a chamois into a raptor and makes you go way faster than anyone that's on a ghost wolf.
It's not fast.
So, hey, Joe, could you tell us about Blood of Sargeras? What's that all about, and why are people talking about it?
Okay, but one thing about the minor inscriptions first, you're going to be reusing them and reusing them and reusing them, which is going to make them a moneymaker for inscriptions. Now, yes, so as soon as you use it, it's going to be gone. Okay, just like that bottle, but it's going to be gone. But now going into Blood of Sargeras, Blizzard is going to put out a bunch of Blood of Sargeras. It's going to be off of raid bosses, trash mobs, in dungeons. It's going to be out in the world with different beasts and humanoids and whatever. It's going to be all over the place, crafting. So they're saying that there's going to be so much Blood of Sargeras, we're not going to be allowed to put them on the auction house. They're going to be soulbound. Okay. Which really does make sense, because if you're going to put a whole bunch of bloods out there, if you don't make them soulbound, they're just going to flood the auction house and they're not going to be worth crap. Really. But that is a good thing. Just having the Blood of Sargeras on bind on equip.
Yeah, they are not BOA. They're BOE.
Yeah,
so you can't farm them on your druid and send them to your mage, for example.
Now there is some discussion as to, can we get them from one of our tunes to another tune via
like a stash
or a stash tab or something like that. And that's what's in discussion right now. So we'll see what they come up with. But that's
shared stash tab would be nice.
We're going to get to that, I think, if not the next Your Wild Money show, maybe the one after that, because we're going to get into professions in the next Your Wild Money podcast for Legion. And that's going to be very interesting.
Okay.
Cool. You were talking to me about something about the Oblitarium? Obliterum. What's that about?
Now, Obliterum can be sold on the auction house, and it's a crafting mat, or it's basically it's kind of like in D3 when you smash items in D3, you get crafting mats back. It's kind of the same thing when you smash a crafting item at the Obliterum Forge, you get Obliterum. And then you use Obliterum and Blood of Sargeras to upgrade your crafting items. And I think you can go all the way to 850 with the crafted items. And in Warlords, you can only wear 3, like maybe a chest, pants, and gloves. But now they don't have that. You can wear as many as you want crafted items. So, 850 item level on as many points as you want, as long as you get enough Obliterum and enough Blood of Sargeras. Now, the gate is going to be the blood, because Obliterum you can buy it. Right. The blood you can't buy. You got to farm that up or get it through, killing bosses or questing or whatever, just killing things out in the world. But the Obliterum, you're going to be able to sell that, and I think that's going to be a pretty good moneymaker.
Right, because Obliterum is going to come from about everything that you destroy. Okay. So anything that you can destroy within this Obliterum pot, whatever they put it.
Yeah, I know, like in Warlords, you made a pair of gloves, and let's say you wanted crit and haste, but it came out to be crit and mastery or something. You could get those items and re-roll them until you got crit and haste. They don't have that in Legion. So basically, if it's not the stats you want, then you just make another one, and then you continue to make more and more gloves until you get the gloves you want with the stats you want, and then you take all the other ones to the Obliterum Forge and smash them, so that way you can upgrade the gloves that you have.
Okay.
That does sound like a D3 thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. This a lot of things. I think they took a lot of cues out of D3. D3 is a great game. If you're not playing, go play it. It's awesome. But I think that they learn a lot of lessons through fixing the D3, and it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot.
Right, and what the Gold Queen just put in the chat room, Obliterum is an upgrade token. Now, they haven't set the final numbers yet, which, by the way, as new content comes in, the numbers will go higher. So I think Obliterum will still be a thing.
Okay.
All the way throughout all the way throughout Legion. So that should be a good moneymaker in itself.
That's good because, often things that are relevant at the beginning of expansion are not relevant at the end of expansion. So that definitely helps. What about like so we're not going to be flying at the beginning of the expansion, but we are going to be flying at some point. We know that. What about like gathering? Just like anything special there, or are we just going to gather and sell it as normal?
The basic thing for all professions, and this includes gathering, is that every profession is going to have stars to it. So
Stars?
Yes, stars. So you're going to start out with 0, which means you're going to pick up, say, 1 or 2 nodes of mining material. Okay, or 1 or 2 like flowers or something like that.
Okay.
So once you get star, you'll get a quest to go improve to 1 star, then you get another quest to go improve to 2 stars, and that goes to how much you're picking your flowers, how much you're mining your ore, how much you're doing your blacksmithing, your inscription, whatever profession you're doing. So the more you put into that profession, the more stars you will eventually get. It's going to take some time, it's going to take some patience, but the more stars,
pretty cool.
The higher crafted gear, the more stuff you get. So it's going to be fun.
With a time sink. It's good though. It's good.
It's going to be
It makes professions a little more interesting. You know what I mean? That's good.
The one thing that I really did love in Warlords of Draenor that they did was, you made a pair of gloves, just to use the example again, the gloves. And you could upgrade them. You were in High Mall, and then you had a pair of gloves, and they were pretty good, and you went to the next raid, and you upgraded them, and then you went to Hellfire Citadel for the last 3 years, and you could upgrade your gloves to kind of be that kind of eye level. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that they kept our profession stuff, relevant, and that's what they're going to be doing. I think they're going to keep that, and I'm happy about that.
Well, really, that's the biggest difference, because now everybody had a mine, everybody had an herb garden, and now nobody's going to have that. And that's going to help out
Plus,
a lot.
you got to, for a long time, I flew around, and maybe I wasn't the nicest person when it come to mining ore, picking some flowers.
You're a bully, man.
But from now on, y'all ain't gonna have to worry about that, because y'all can just get your own flowers. You can get your own nodes. It don't matter. You see me land on an ore, it don't matter. Just come get it, because nodes are now shared. Now the only thing that is not shared is skinning. Watch out, because Deadgreed gonna be skinning.
That's a big change though. The shared nodes.
Yeah,
that's
the shared
a big
nodes.
deal.
I really like that. It's awesome. It kind of takes some of the competition and some of the gameplay away, I think.
Thank God, jeez.
Yeah, but how annoying is it that you fly down to get to pick your flowers or whatever, and all of a sudden it's like, or it disappears off your map, and you get there, you're like, oh, what the heck, some dude has it. It's like, ain't nobody got time for that, man. Like, just real, man. Like, I see the thing, I want to go get the node and move on. I don't want to be looking around for stuff. I want to get stuff and get out.
And you'll be
freaking druid, good.
Exactly. It's not fair, man.
Do you know how fun it is to be picking, like swinging the pick, and then you land on top of me, and I'm swinging, and I've got it, right? It's in my bag, and then you're like, oh, and then you fly up, and then like you land at the next node, and I'm sitting there picking them, and you're like, what the? And and then and I'm picking it, and I got it. You can't get it, and you're like, and then so you fly up again, and you go to the next one, and I'm there picking it with my little pick, and you're like, what? This is 3 in a row. This dude is everywhere. I have been reported so many times as being like a bot or something because people get salty.
It's like the ultimate troll.
Do you know how awesome it is? It's a game I'll miss. I mean, I love flying around, getting my nose and stuff. It's okay.
Deadgreed, I think
I can do without it.
A couple times. I think I did that to you a couple times. I think.
Yeah, it happens. You know, like you got a day. You know, you come home, you sit down. Oh, I'm getting me some ore. Damn it, Joe's on the node. Fly over. The same dude's on the node. But to be the person that is like always on the oars, like that little mini game, you're flying around, you're getting your, yeah, that's fun. And I mean, I'll miss it, but I really think that it was something they really needed to do because, especially with Cross Realm zones was just ugly for gathering. It just, I mean, there's a lot of cool things you can do with Cross Realm zones, like, you know, farm rares and all kinds of things like that, which I like it for that. And the Gold Queen is the one that turned me on for that, so I got to give a shout out to the Gold Queen for that. She's in the chat room too. Totally awesome person. But you know, there's a lot of good things that came out of the CRZ, but that was definitely not one of them. I hated that because, you know, you fly around and some dude from some other server that you don't even know is like taking all your ore, and that ain't fun.
And by the way, the Blood Sargeras can drop from those beasts.
Oh yeah.
Just some incentive to kill some beasts.
Okay. We need. Okay. Do you have any other tips
Yes.
for making money
I got a
in
pro
the
tip.
upcoming expansion? Pro tip.
You just got the tip.
Look, now I know everybody's gonna be like throwing the salt when I put this out here, but let me tell you something. This is automatic. You don't have to do anything to get it. Everybody has already got it, right? Look, in the garrison, I know I just said a bad word, but in the garrison,
Don't say the G word, man. Don't say it.
yeah, I know it. But you can go to the, you can go buy the little bags of gold for 50 garrison resources. Now, if you're like me, I can have 1,000 garrison resources in my little bag thing over there by the. Good Lord, I'm drunk. Hold on.
That's a first, man. That is a converted first. Homeboy's like mid-sentence. Oh my god.
Anyway,
Guys, it is
you can get
10 o'clock p.m.
And we lost
on the
Cuddles.
dot.
Cuddles just fell off the screen.
10 o'clock p.m. on the dot, and Greed has nothing to say.
Hey, it's anyway. But you know, basically, what are you gonna do with your garrison resources when you go to Legion? You know, all the missions are getting nerfed. You know, you're not gonna be able to get no gold, and I mean, you can go to the trader and you can buy the old meat or the herbs. That stuff isn't gonna sell because, you know, in Legion the professions are different. You know, you're not gonna have to have old world stuff to level up your professions anymore. So you're not gonna need that stuff. Well, that stuff is gonna be a wash. So the only good thing to do with your garrison resources is gonna be buying those little bags of gold. Now, it's kind of random. You know, you get like anywhere from 12. I've seen as high as 25 gold. So basically, the math works out to 1,000 garrison resources being about 350 gold. So if you have 10,000 garrison resources on every one of your character, that's 3,500 gold.
Okay, but aren't those bags gonna get nerfed?
The bags, no. You can buy those bags for 50 garrison resources from the trading post.
Sure, but they're not gonna get nerfed from the patch hits.
No, that's what's getting nerfed is the big
Crates.
salvage crates and the gold missions. Like you're not going to be able to send your followers on gold missions anymore.
Really? I mean, that's super easy then, because we all have the Garrison Hearthstone, right? So you just use your Garrison Hearthstone, gather the resources every like 5 days or whatever, and then go to the trading post, get the bags, and you gather the gold. And what did it take you? 2 minutes? Like, do that once a week?
Yeah, and you don't have to put anything on the auction house. It's automatic money. You're gonna get it. You don't have to wonder, oh, which one of these items is gonna sell.
Honey, I guarantee that's gonna be nerfed. Like, it might not be nerfed now, but like
no, because I've been in the beta and went back and looked at the bags just because I was like, what?
Okay, you're gonna talk about beta. Okay, I'm gonna bet you $5 cash money that before the second raid tier comes out, those bags are gonna be nerfed to the ground.
And that might happen. But
Are you taking that bet, Greed?
we're just
$5, man. I called you out, son.
I would rather bet something way more valuable than money.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no, don't. Oh,
Do it, Deadgreed. Do it.
I would think that somebody with your great skills
I knew this was coming.
would be able to make a song maybe about Deadgreed if you lose.
Okay.
Oh.
If those bags that are giving like 300 gold and stuff right now, if those bags aren't nerfed a bunch, just nerfed.
So if they're worth 299 gold, Sal
Yeah,
wins.
even 1 gold. No, but see, like it has to
they'll
be
announce it. It'll be part of the patch notes and la. Okay, so these bags will be nerfed. Okay, so if the trading post bags are not nerfed before the second raid tier of Legion, I will do a song about Deadgreed.
Awesome.
Okay.
And if they are not nerfed, wait a minute. No, if they are nerfed,
She doesn't even know what point she's standing on anymore.
I'm gonna beg it for stuff right now.
if I
Oh, this is the best. This is the best content ever.
what are you gonna do for me?
What do you want?
Because I damn
You
sure don't want to hear you
should do a
sing.
song. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Rap. Like a Deadgreed. Oh.
Hold on.
you know what?
What if he does
I
a
will
dance?
I will put 5,000 gold against your song.
Okay, do you know what?
Dude, you're like a
how much
billionaire.
Time, do you know how much time and
It's like
effort
half a
song
garrison
Drop
mission.
5,000 gold and you're in the
It took
bathroom,
me
bro.
months to
You're
make the last
filthy
one.
rich.
I think if she's gonna do a song, I
$1
think
million
you
gold.
should do. No. I think he should do a dance. I think he should do an interpretive dance, a minimum of 1 minute, explaining what Sal means to him.
Ooh.
Good Lord, you know I am a man from the South, right?
That's perfect.
Oh, brother, I am
Cuddles, I
too.
love that.
I like that. I like that. I get behind
All
that.
right,
All right, that's it.
I'll
Yeah,
do the
great work.
dance. I'll do the dance, but you're definitely
Wait,
going to be
hold on a
breaking
second.
out the
Hold on a
Stop,
second.
it's going to be on video. It's
No.
gonna be-
The dance is going to be live on the Converted.
There you go.
Let's do this right.
yes, has to.
All right, cool. I'm into that.
Hey, we can break out one of Greed's favorite hashtags on this.
Okay, nerf so bad. Yeah.
Hashtag Greed wins.
You're not. Those bags are going to get nerfed, yo.
No, they're
Yeah.
It's
not.
too much gold in
Yeah.
old content. You're making. I mean, I'll take this. I'll take this bet.
We got
Okay.
a chat room full of people that saw this happen, so like, there's no like going back on this either. You know what I mean? Like, this is real.
Belschnickel, I'll hold him to it.
That's it, man. We'll hold them to it.
To it.
Live, yo. I mean,
Okay.
full screen live too on the Converted, man. Like the whole thing, covering all the things.
There we go.
Okay, before we leave, Caro, do you have any last minute tips for Legion gold making? Something that takes way less time than whatever Greed just said.
Now,
And if you
me-
don't, that's okay.
if you're like me, you got a bunch of Apexis crystals. Don't let them sit around. Use them. Use
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Use your
that's good. That's good. Okay, so do you got any shout outs? Let's go for Joe first. Joe, do you have any shout outs?
Well, first, okay. Now I can't believe I'm going to say this, but first I got to give a shout out to Deadgreed. Show, but I want to thank him for all of his time and service for the Your Wow Money podcast, dude. You did a great job, and we might hear from you in the future, maybe. But also a shout out to Lady Hava and a shout out to the new guy Shin.
Okay.
He did an awesome job on the podcast. So, and of course a shout out to the Gold Queen, which is in the Twitch channel. But that's all I got.
All right,
She even
so
put
how
something
can...
out. Did you guys see what the Gold Queen wrote as a tip?
Yeah, the Gold Queen dropped all sorts of tips in chat. Guys, go and check out the YouTube video if you're listening to this
just
on the
tons. She's
download.
typing
It has
the
the
entire
chat
time.
in there. As much good as you've heard from Joe and Deadgreed, the Gold Queen has been sprinkling little bits of knowledge in there as well. And let's face it, she has to look better than Deadgreed and Joe. Like, come on. There's that.
Yeah.
So, guys, there is one last thing we have to ask you. Where can people find you on the interwebs? Deadgreed first. Where can people get you?
Well, you can find Deadgreed at Deadgreed1812 on Twitter.
Woo! Joe, where can we
Joe.
get you?
I am at Joe Brums on Twitter, and you can email me, joe@wowmoney.com, and you can find me in game. Just doing in-game mail for Kerosene Kid.
Kerosene
Peak.
Kid.
Woo!
Every
Oh.
peak. Yes.
Right on.
Thanks,
well, thank you guys so much. We
Thanks,
really
guys.
appreciate you. Have a great time, and keep on stacking up that gold.
Will do. I hope
Peace
to
out, guys.
later.
Doodles. All right. So I think this brings us to a magical and a wonderful moment of the show. Because it hasn't already been. Wow, we've
At
now
one
broken
point, we
Sal.
actually we lost Cuddles. Like Cuddles literally just fell.
I
fell off the
broke.
screen.
I broke because I thought I was talking to y'all.
No, and I'm typing in our thing. I'm like, wait, who's Cuddles talking to? And he's like laughing to himself. You know what I mean? He's
Well, I was
making
laughing
jokes that
in
maybe
the
may
show
have been
notes.
funny.
48-point font. Belschnickel is like, brah.
Your
You're
mic
muted.
is muted. I'm seeing you
That's
talk.
what
You're
I saw.
animated. Your
That's
hands are
what I was
moving
like.
and
I gotta
everything.
get off.
Doing all this
I was
stuff
like-
with your hands.
I went off cam and I just I was hacking and caught. You know that like laugh that almost kills you? Like that's the laugh that I had. It was like. it
I
was.
was like, who are you
was horrible.
talking to?
That was fantastic, man.
It was
Dude, that's
because
great.
I thought Sal was cutting me off and I was getting pissed.
You're like, yo, I'm talking here.
I was like, what the,
You know, I got a mic too.
I was like, what? I wanted to make the point that Blizzard totally. That speaking of gold making, Blizzard totally dropped the ball not making battle pets AR right before the Pokemon came out. Maybe give us battle pets.
AR?
Augmented reality. That's what the Pokemons are with the cameras.
Oh, yeah. Announcement from BlizzCon. New.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They're
If they-
Can you imagine?
Blizzard
oh my god,
has
if Blizzard had our GPS. Oh.
Blizzard has totes dropped the ball on mobile though,
Yeah.
like big time. So
Yeah,
guys,
come
why
on.
don't
Hearthstone though.
Yeah.
I mean, Hearthstone's really like successful.
who plays Hearthstone seriously on mobile?
Oh, seriously? I don't know. It's
People
like on
play
Discord.
Hearthstone on mobile. It was my potty game for a long time, but once I wanted to start playing
It's still
seriously,
one
you
of the
got
most
to be at a
successful
computer.
games on Twitch, like viewed on Twitch.
Not off of your iPhone though.
No, of course.
And there was 5 times as many people watching Pokemon Go. Crappy Pokemon Go. Like people like streaming from their friend's cell phone, watching them walking around, doing it from the laptop. 5
Can you
times.
imagine the battery power
5
used?
times as many people watching Pokemon Go today as there were people watching Heroes.
Well,
Mic drop. I'm just saying, get on the mobile. All right, let's go ahead and let's get Tour Arts in here. Guys, you'll have to forgive me.
let's move it along.
As we pull her, as it is, as we pull her in here, I am gonna have to reset up cams. So, guys, like, do a little small talk.
So Sal, I mean, you're looking really nice tonight. I like that shirt.
Thank you.
It's nice and red. You
It's a
know,
dress. I'm gonna show you.
Oh.
It's like it. I've
Oh
been
wow,
told-
wow, that's nice.
Sure.
Oh, it's got the little like, white trim lace thing going on the bottom thing. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, I got on sale.
Like girls
Let
have
me
like
get
the best clothes. Like I'm not gonna front. Like that's I don't know. Oh, there's T.
This conversation went weird.
They got weird, but hey, we got T in the house. I'm feeling good tonight. T, welcome.
I don't like boy clothes. I want to wear a dress.
I like boy clothes too, but dresses are nice too. I mean, heck.
They are pretty. Like let's get real.
T's not having it tonight. She's just like, all right, whatever. Listen, guys. I'm
Okay,
here.
T is sober, is the thing.
Let's get T drunk. Can T hear us now? I don't think she can hear us.
T don't hear us.
She definitely can't hear us. There's no way she can hear us. This is good stuff.
Darts!
Can you hear me? Okay, now I can hear you.
See, all that stuff, all that content.
Sorry.
Welcome.
We said Belschnickel just made this speech about you that you totally missed. It was
It
crazy.
was like pretty good.
What's your
Kinda.
heart in America? There were eagles.
Aw.
It was pretty incredible. I cried.
I'll have to actually listen to the playback for once.
It's unfortunately we lost that.
Yeah, it's been deleted. It's
That's been gone.
Hey, Turarts.
Oh, so much.
Look at that. That's this is clear liquid. Oh yeah, there we go. Turarts.
she just bit her lip. She was like,
She can't.
Are we
I
showing
had-
off? Hold on.
I
She
had,
has like crappy like hold
Chicken
on.
broth for
Whipped-
dinner.
oh man, oh,
Chocolate
And I'll have
whipped
chicken broth.
flavor.
Oh.
Just saying.
Okay.
Close.
Yeah.
that's just cold, bro.
Yeah.
That's cold.
Oh,
BT.
Turarts.
That's
I'm
my
so
boss too.
sorry
I shouldn't
for
be
you.
mocking.
This is my
I
Perrier.
shouldn't be mocking.
I've always got a
I'm gonna
bottle
get
of
fired.
Perrier. Turarts, you have some really huge ass news.
I have
What?
things to talk about, actually. Three
Whoa.
huge things. And I
Three.
don't know what is bigger. So, we'll start off with
We
what
can measure.
The big one.
with the big one. Our Kickstarter funded. Not only that, 30 seconds left to go. We're sitting at like 13.8. We're like, good run, guys. We're calling it in Discord. 112 comes in and bumps us up to 15K. We hit our third stretch tier. We are having a Firestone gathering.
That's awesome.
We have
Fireside.
no idea how it's going to work because we were all like, yay, 13K. Awesome job. Great going, guys. And then we're like, oh, God. Okay. All right, let's do this.
I literally typed in our Discord chat. I'm like, hey, so that fireside chat was going to be a pain in the butt to do anyway. We don't have to do it. And then, like at 12 minutes, I looked at the thing. It was 12 minutes too, and I'm like, "Hey guys, 108 people. That's really good. We had 108 donors. That's cool. You know, I called it. You know, I was like, done. We're 13.8. Hey, and we're all like happy about it. You know, and then Evilani goes, oh my god, guys, holy shit. You know, like, oh my god. And 112 was sitting at his computer,
Just refreshing.
and waited until the last 30 seconds, just giggling to himself. Waited until the last 30 seconds to up it to 15K,
That's
which
pretty awesome, though.
made us reach our last stretch goal, and that's just
A lot of planning.
so. This party already, without anyone having been to the party yet, is already the biggest party we've ever had. This will be our 4th year to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, it'd be my 4th year to MC. What? So, yeah. That happened an hour before the show started.
So just to throw some stats at you, last year we raised 12.3, so we blew that out of the water. 108 donors, which is amazing. And then we reached our 3 stretch goals. So for the live streamers, we'll have the 360 cam. When Deadpool was about to come out, they did a 360 cam, and you could watch an oogle over Deadpool. So it's kind of like that. I think everyone knows what one of those are, but just in case, it's pretty cool.
What?
So we'll have
I don't under. What is
So
the
you-
360 cam?
Okay. Sorry.
So we're gonna have a 360 camera at the party. There's gonna be a camera. I don't know how they're gonna do it, like ceiling, middle of the room, but you'll be able to take your smartphone like this, and you can like, oh look, I can see the room. Like
Oh,
you can see the room. That was our
VR.
first stretch goal. Yeah.
like
it's
live? Like people
Yeah,
can
like-
see.
Like, that's
I never
basically-
understood what that was.
That's my understanding of it. So don't quote me on this, Jules. Will correct me later if I'm wrong.
That's really
But yeah,
cool.
my understanding was live. You're just gonna be able to sit here and be like, yo, that's Pat Crane's head, and whatever.
There's Scott and Kim Johnson talking to Bashiok, and there's Dr. Pope grabbing Tinkerbell's butt,
Yeah.
that's
And
That's
everyone
gonna
wants
be
to see
great.
that. So
That'll happen all night too.
It'll be Pope, Tink, and Belschnickel, just the three amigos, just like that's what it was last year. It was like the
Just
three
chatting
dogs
it up.
that stood there. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was our first stretch goal. Stretch goal number 2, photo booth, which we haven't set a company. That's the word. That's a hard word, company yet. But the one we're looking at is a bigger photo booth. It can hold 8 people. Sal, correct me if I'm wrong.
Then
You didn't pay
That's
attention. Okay.
big. That's
It can-
huge.
it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's a big photo booth.
It's a big photo booth.
It's a big photo booth. If we get this one, they have all sorts of props and backdrops. We're still hunting. I like this company, though. I hope Jules gets it. We'll see how it goes. And then number 3, the fireside gathering. And we're looking at ways to make it so that, it's smooth internet, everything goes great. Obviously, we're just now in the planning stages. So bear with us as we do that. But
So
we reached
a fireside gathering being like a group of people playing Hearthstone.
Yes, kind of like
against
we
each other.
had at the Minnesota meetup. I wasn't there, but there were all sorts of pictures and smack talk and stuff. So that'll be pretty awesome. And of course, special thank you to everyone who donated. Like every single dollar added up. We could not have done this without you. But Thule and 112, you guys just came in and definitely hit it hard for us. A huge shout out to both of you for making this party happen. The planning has begun. You'll definitely hear a lot more on Twitter. We'll probably have some more streams between now and then. And of course, those of you who aren't attending will get the goodies and then you'll get them mailed out eventually. I think last year I got mine in like October. So we'll make that happen. But yeah, we funded.
That's fantastic.
Be awesome.
That's awesome.
So good.
Yeah.
Good
I
work,
know.
you guys, too, man. You guys put so much into this. Like, so much stuff happens behind the scenes, man. You guys are hitting this hard. That's awesome. We're lucky to be in a guild of people that actually care and do this kind of stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I think it was like the past week, people just been tweeting nonstop, just like, hey, this is still happening. Help us, please. Because was it about a week and a half ago? All of us were sitting here like, is this going to get funded?
Oh
Is
my
this gonna
gosh,
happen?
the stress.
Oh, Lord. Please let this happen. And then Thule came in and funded us to 10K, and 112 said if we can get 10.5 for the first stretch goal, I'll make the second one happen. It was crazy. This past week has been nuts. That's the Kickstarter. Cuddles, Sal, anything to add as part of the team?
I'm glad it's over.
Yes.
So
Now we can start spending the money.
I have had the pleasure of meeting 112, and he is one of the nicest people that I've ever met.
He helped
And-
us out with some prizes last year too.
But I've had the extreme honor of hanging out with Thule a whole lot. And I have to say, and this is not to detract from 112. 112, you're amazing. I love you. You're a great guy. I know Thule. Thule's heart. Thule. Like, I wanted to go to PAX East on Sunday and didn't have a pass. He gave me his. Like, that is the sort of person that Thule, that is the sort of person that 112 is. That's the sort of person that so many people in our guild, this community, this amazing group of folks that have come together to fund this party how many times now?
We've done the crowdfunding twice now. This is
This
second
is
year.
2 times, yeah.
Like, 2 times, boom, done. I would just like to point out that there is another party that we're very good friends with that raised not a incredible amount more than us, that isn't specific, not that we're specifically focused on our guild, but guys, we blew this out of the water with Convert to Raid members. You guys deserve a pat on the back, a giant hug, and a big old shot of whiskey. See Pat Crane when you get to BlizzCon and ask him for it. I am not responsible for shots of whiskey, but I will give you all the free hugs that you deserve.
Okay, but give like extra strong hugs to 112 and Thule and beer.
Yeah.
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 You said you had a
These
third
guys
thing.
earned it.
Well, that was actually one. I have 2 more things real quick to talk about. I'm
Oh,
trying to be
geez.
quick because I know we're running along. I'm sorry. A lot of things happened the past
No,
3 weeks.
you are the best. You come on and just say the good stuff.
You take all the time you need, T.
Yeah.
Raid
Could you wrap it
recruitment
up, please?
events- Okay, raid recruitment events happen now. Raid recruitment prep for Legion. We're doing it again. Round 2. Learn some things from before. Tweaking things now. I have on my Twitter. I have tweeted out a forum. It's a Google forum. If you're interested, if your team's interested, fill it out. Just some very basic information I'm getting right now. Also some questions about, hey, should we do Mumble or Discord? Should we do one night or 2 nights? So kind of letting you guys help me plan this. Last time, huge success. I think we only had 2 out of was there 14 teams or 15 teams that showed up that didn't get a bite at all. And then we had a few teams that just had a constant stream of people. And that just happens when you have different raid times. So this was a huge success last time, especially as we're getting closer for Legion. This gets people a few weeks to kind of get familiar with pre-patch and then really hit hard into Legion. So the raid recruitment event is happening. Right now we're looking at August, middle of August-ish. Like I said, this is only our second time. We've learned some things, but if you have any suggestions from the last time, definitely let me know. And then if you go on Twitter, I did post a link to just a quick Google form, fill it out. I'll be posting it the next couple of weeks to kind of get ideas and things. This is a kind of a side thing, I am recruiting event planners, so if you want to be an event planner, let me know. Email ctrguildevents@gmail.com. And then my last thing, I have a lot of notes over this last thing because it's not really CTR, but kind of CTR, which I know doesn't make sense, but bear with me. So, Easy is a guild on Airy Peak that is really looking for help for this next expansion because they really want to hit Mythics hard. They want to be, in the race. And what they are doing is they are hosting a server-wide donation drive for mats for Mythic. And they approached me and asked me, would CTR be interested? And, went through the details, and it's definitely something that I think if people want to help, we can do it. 100% voluntary, and they have some amazing prizes to give away. So here's kind of the deal. They're going to have a ticker on their website of what they need, what they're gathering, and where they're at. What they are going to be doing is asking for materials, raw materials, so your herbs, your ores, your dust, crafted materials, your flasks, potions, scrolls, gems, gear, and obliterum, which I still can't pronounce correctly. And it's going to be kind of a point system. So 1 week they may need a lot of flasks. So that's going to be worth 3 points. And then maybe ores worth 1 point. I don't quite know. It's their system. They're running it. They're just kind of keeping me in the scoop. They'll have prizes. So just for donating, personal thank you, that sort of thing. And then they'll have some TCG loot that they're going to give out. Once they reach, they'll have goals. Once they reach like a 20% mark, they'll do a heroic Emerald Nightmare run. And you'll get all the loot. Once they reach a 40% mount, they're going to be doing a heroic Nighthold with loot. And you'll get the mount that goes with that, which I can't read my own handwriting. I think it says Fellblaze Infernal, but I'm not for sure. And they're just going to keep going from there. So it's just kind of a way they're asking the server to kind of help them. And it's voluntary. I know a lot of people who just gather all this stuff and it just sits there. Like I'm looking at my bank right now. I have so much dust that I'm just like, I don't use this. Better put it on the auction house now while it's kind of worth something. So if you want to donate, again, this is when Legion drops. The guild or the tune you can send it to is Easy Legion. Pretty easy to remember. And if you're doing it from an alt, just let them know. And like I said, they're working it all up. They have a website, easywow.enjin.com. I'll be tweeting it out, I'm sure. But they just approached us, and I think it's a great way to kind of help out with the community. And if you have extra stuff, great, donate it. If not, they're doing a whole server thing, so it's not dependent upon TCTR Guild or anything. They just asked for help to, donate it, or to not donate it, but to kind of get it out there. And then, like they just posted in chat, the grand prize is a Mythic Nighthold run with full gear, and you get the Mythic mount. So that's, kind of big. But definitely a lot of stuff happening with them. And a great way to kind of help the community out and, help them on the race to Mythic, see if we can get Airy Peak up there to, top spot. Otherwise,
Cool.
That's it. A lot of stuff to talk about. Yeah, lots of stuff.
Good stuff.
How cool would it be to see that, like, that Mythic World first race and see Airy Peak US?
I know. Yeah,
Like,
that's our home.
that's where we live, peoples.
And like I said, they're still working out the details, so I just went off of what I have. So if things change, don't be surprised or anything like that. But so far, it's pretty awesome. A lot of things happening. And like I said, it's a great way if you have extra stuff, you can just kind of send it there, for the casual kind of collector or for the, hoarder that gathers everything like I am finding out that I am doing. So
Nice.
any questions, you can let me know. Portable Zoo, who's posting in chat, is on Discord because that's who I've been in contact with. great resource. Definitely answers all my questions. But otherwise, that's it. A lot of stuff that talked about tonight. Big thing, Kickstarter, raid
Yeah, that's
recruitment.
huge.
I know.
Charts, could you email us the website for that?
Yeah.
For the other guild and all the
Email us any
stuffs?
details you want in the show notes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that just sounds awesome. I love us getting to know other people in our realm. It's awesome.
They
Um,
did say, and I forgot to mention this because life's been crazy, if you ever wanted to get someone on the show from Easy to talk about it, we could do that. So, that's in your guys' domain, but I definitely put it out there.
But yeah, we'll do that. Why
They
not?
probably have a lot better than I
come
am at answering
Yeah,
questions.
like that.
Come on,
that-
we want world first on Airy Peak US. Like that would be cool.
Huge. And then, yeah, like they said, that Grand Prize is a mythic Nighthold with the mount. Like, I went the mythic mount.
Before we let T go, I guess we could have let her go, but I want to mention one event that she did not mention because it's not on the guild calendar because I haven't put it there yet.
Okay.
Um, that's why I did it while she was still here. Presuming that pre-patch has not dropped. Assuming that it was a fun noise.
New York City, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Presuming that pre-patch is dropping on the 26th. If it is not dropped by the 24th, there will be an event going up for a last minute for the Alliance run. I'm going to put a last one up there because when pre-patch hits, it goes away. I know there are people out there that do not have it. Me being one of them, we're going to try to get a last minute for the Alliance run going to get folks that need that achievement. So, yeah, that sounds right. Did you mean to whisper that, or did you just want to put that in chat?
Yeah, I wanted to put it in chat. All
right.
Not looking anyway, but there's something I wanted to tell Terarts.
Yes.
Do you remember that thing that happened between me and Deadgreed a little while ago?
Whoa.
Yes, I do.
Well, there was a bet. So the Gold Queen, who's been very active in our chat tonight,
She's been awesome.
sent me a screenshot
Oh, Lord.
of the bloody gold purse and the tradesman. Oh, goodness gracious, there's a sign right out here. Ladies and gentlemen, it can no longer be purchased with garrison resources.
Did you
If
just
the beta
win
is
the
correct.
bet?
Wait, did it just get nerfed?
I believe I just won the bet.
You just won the bet without it even happening.
That is awesome.
I'm going to
Deadgreed
put a
still in the chat room?
screenshot. I'm going to put a screenshot right there. Now, the Gold Queen is who tweeted this to me.
That is fantastic.
She
Wow.
says, "Enjoy your special dance."
So when does that happen? Oh my gosh. When is that
So
happening?
we'll need to schedule this dance. We'll need to schedule it. We can't have like two Deadgreed shows in a row. But basically, you can no longer buy it with garrison resources. You can buy it with bloods instead, which is a lot harder to get, a ton harder to get. So I definitely consider this a nerf.
How many garrison resources is it per blood? Because if it's equal, if it's
Buy
50,
bloods.
yeah, you can buy bloods, but I don't know if you can when it drops. But if it's equal,
It's one blood.
there's 50 garrisons though, one blood.
I'd call that a nerf. I don't know.
Is that
Maybe
a nerf?
If
Is
it
it a
smells
nerf?
like a nerf and it looks like a
Okay,
nerf,
it's a nerf.
ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
not trying to defend Deadgreed. I'm just saying that 50 garrisons is one blood.
You buy blood with
okay.
primal spirits.
There you go. Okay, never mind. You can buy
Nerf!
the primal spirits. So it's a nerf. You win, Sal.
it's
Nerf.
You are
a
the
nerf.
queen.
And I'm
Thank
going to
you,
get the
Gold
Deadgreed
Queen.
dance. Thank you, Gold Queen. I think Deadgreed's already walked away because he has nothing to say in the chat. So
I think Deadgreed's
Ladies and
asleep in his
gentlemen.
lounge chair.
we
stuff.
have all witnessed me
that's the fastest
Make-
bet winning I think I've ever seen.
That is.
Like,
Bet.
it was like 20 minutes ago.
on the same show.
It was
Wow.
like 20 minutes ago when we were supposed to end the show. 40.
That was actually 31 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
T, thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, T. Good to see you again.
Yes.
Doodles.
Okay, I'm just going to let's just skip the rest of it. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you right now. No one sent us any shout outs, which is fine. Okay, we don't have any shout outs tonight. In the chat room, we love you. And
Thank you so much, chat room.
here we go.
Yeah.
So how about personally, some personal shout outs. I'll tell you my personal shout out. Remember that Eric Nelson on Twitter helped me out with enhanced chamois stuff, which was so good. And then I messaged Ashanka. Ashanka came home from work. The minute he came home from work, he messaged me, sat down, and went through a rotation with me and explained stuff that I didn't understand to really help me understand enhanced chamois. So I want to shout out to Ashanka very specifically, and Eric Nelson. Yes.
Well, actually, we had a couple shout outs on Discord before we roll over those and ignore them, as Sal is off to do. I know that you haven't noticed this while you're away, Belschnickel, but this is something that I'd like to bring to your attention. That Sal
Please do. Please.
Sal is basically ignoring our audience.
That's not cool.
I don't feel cool with it either.
That's not how we do things here on the Converted Podcast. I'm sorry.
It's not, and I feel like I'm going to read the shout outs now.
I think you should do that right now.
All right. From Tasia70, shout out to Turards for being the wonderful woman that she is. Hopeful, strong, and fun. For taking care of her family and still finding the time to take care of everything she does with the guild. Also, from Deadgreed 1812, shout out to Deadgreed for getting 800 Pergon levels.
He can't spell.
In S6 and 5. So congratulations, Deadgreed.
He's talking about Diablo season 6, season 5.
He is actually from the South, and I will accept Pergon as a accepted spelling.
Pergon.
I got them Pergon levels the other day, and I don't know what you did. I had to go out and change the tires on my there Chevy out yonder.
Oh, yonder.
Dang old thing. Dadgummit. Do it.
Okay.
I got a couple shout outs here if y'all let me do them.
As long as you stop the voice.
I can't
like
do them in the voice.
I think you should keep the voice.
Bill, you need to see. I did a 3.5 hour stream in redneck voice.
Oh, nice. Dude, I need to start watching your stream, dude. I'm
trucking.
Dude, man, I'm missing out, bro.
I did a July 4th American trucker stream wearing like all American flags, drinking Budweiser and talking in a country accent.
That's fantastic.
Because that's America?
America!
That's just where Cuddles lives, man.
Don't take me away from where my America is. I was driving my truck and doing my daggone thing. I was doing it. We were doing it.
Do you have a shout out or not?
I got several of them. Will you let me do them, woman?
Yes, fine. Woman?
That's what he said, yo. That's what he said. I heard it. I heard it.
Is that not your gender specific
What you gonna do about it, Sal? That's what I'm saying. What you gonna do about it?
Oh, shit.
Oh, snap. She mic dropped you. All right, so to close the show out, my shout out is actually to my man, Cuddles, dude. Like, listen, bro. Like, I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. This dude saved my quasi-gaming life while I was out in California. I had no laptop to do it with, man. I had no gaming rig. This guy literally shipped me his gaming rig so I could play games while I was gone, dude. Thank you so much again for the 50th time. But, dude, I can't thank you enough. That thing, dude, man, it was like my binky, man, while I was out there. You know what I'm saying? It was my connection to, like, the outside world. So thank you so much, man.
Bro, my shout out goes right back out to you for actually giving my laptop some use. Every time this is so silly, but every time I saw you log on, I was like, oh, Belschnickel's getting to play.
Yes.
Like, yes. It was really cool, man. And
good stuff, man.
No, thank you. Well, you ain't gonna be in that picture. All right, guys, that is gonna do it. If you're listening to this show on iTunes or Stitcher,
huge. Like,
that's all I got. It's not my fault, bro. Genetics.
It's all right, man. Yo, close it out, man. I'm sorry. I killed you.
All right?
It happens. Barry Bonds, it's steroids.
Oh. No, I'm thinking about that Simpsons with Daryl Strawberry in the back. He's got like the big old head. He can't hold it up. All right. If you're listening to this show on iTunes or Stitcher, take a few moments to give us a thumbs up or write us a review. Hell, y'all know how to internet. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment, or subscribe. If you'd like to join us, look us up on twitch.tv twitch.tv/converted podcast. Sal, tell him if it's on the thing, I read it.
Yeah, Sal, those of you guys who are not watching, Sal actually left the show. And I don't know where she is. So if you want to see us again, come back in 2 weeks. We'll be doing it all over again. If not, it's still cool. We still love you. So that's it, man. That's it for me, Belschnickel, Cuddles. And we'll see you
Have
guys
a great
in 2 weeks.
night, everybody.
Peace out.
See ya.